we came onto the market, we had a current ERP system which was failing. I was looking to come into the mid-market space for a new ERP system. And in the process of evaluating SAP against, as a measuring stick for these other guys, I kind of came around to feeling like SAP was, in fact, a reasonable price, plus had that enterprise ability to handle everything that I may be in the future, certainly where I was then, and has proven to be something that has grown with us as we've grown since the years that we've implemented. Along with the decision to go to SAP, our decision at Savantis Group I thought was a pretty strategic decision. One, the cost of SAP is reasonable. One of the things that attracted me to Savantis was a pre-configured solution called Retail On. In my world, I was looking for less of a fully customized, blueprinted for how we're going to be 10 years from now. I simply needed to get SAP in, running, as close to sort of a default configuration as possible, and then iterate. And so Savantis and their pre-configured solution Retail On allowed me to do that. Second reason, and so maybe more important reason why I went to Savantis, was I felt like Savantis had a staff of people who actually worked or employed by Savantis, whereas sometimes I looked at a couple of other consulting houses and found that they were less of a group who've been together. They were just an assimilation of hired guns of independent contractors. And I felt like the independent contractor, while he or she may have been really great, didn't necessarily net out what I felt like was a reasonable price that they had. They didn't think the right pressures on the project could be brought to bear in that regard. The implementation of Retail On within Sports Basement, I think, went rather smooth. And that was because our ability to work together as a partnership to make it happen. What we ended up doing was building a sort of a shadow network. We were running SAP and old point of sales. And during the non-store hours, we could open up the SAP point of sales. We could do transactions. We could kind of test them. We could receive in the back end and kind of see it all the systems exercised in what I would call a live environment. For me, the test environment I never trust, so it's always, if all the machines are behaving, all the things in the live environment are working, that's when I kind of have a sense of comfort. So Savantis, I, and Sports Basement folks got the shadow environment ready, and then overnight we shut the company down and went into SAP. And the transition at the point of sales was pretty easy. It was actually better. The outcome of the point of sales in SAP really solved a lot of problems. With regard to how my staff have received using SAP, immediately the point of sales interface was well received. It solved problems, made the point of sales transaction easier for us. Savantis does come in and provide support for sure. When we put retail on by Savantis, and it was take it in a rather default configuration and then begin to iterate. And so now that the iteration process has begun, we're not clear about how to do certain things. And oftentimes what you find is that functionality is already in SAP or Savantis' rent-on, and it's just a matter of a training exercise, having Savantis show us how to, purchase a little different way, or introduce like replenishment or such things. Mm-hmm. The other area where Savantis is helping is we want new things, and there's a process for capturing what that new thing is, how to sort of on Savantis side develop it, our side test it, and then get to the point where it can actually be in a live environment. Definitely recommend Savantis to any business looking to implement or even support the current implementation of SAP. I've gone out to the marketplace and continued to sort of check to see what I have in Savantis. Am I being represented good? I've come back several times feeling like, yes, in fact, Savantis has done right by this implementation, and I certainly think that they have the ability to navigate within the larger ecosystem of SAP in order to get things done.